DaBaby, one of the most problematic people in the rap game, from fighting fans on multiple occasions to getting canceled. What done happened to DaBaby throughout his career? Let's find out. So years ago, before he was even on, he got into something. One night, DaBaby was with his daughter and they in Walmart, shopping, because they in Walmart. But as they in there, DaBaby looking around and he started seeing something. He saw somebody walk by the aisle one time, then again. And the thing is, he was in the baby aisle with his daughter. And on this third, fourth time, they actually come in the aisle. And when they do, DaBaby and dudes get to fight. DaBaby said they came in here seeing me buying baby clothes and they want to come show me how tough they is. Come on now, quit playing. I really don't care how y'all feel. A man tried to take my life in front of my 1-year-old daughter. And so now they fighting. DaBaby started scrapping with him. And one of the dudes he was fighting had a gun on him. And when DaBaby seen that he was, trying to grab for it, he let some shots off. DaBaby said, if them gunshots ain't go off, my daughter could have got hit. I could have got hit. Lawyers telling me not to say something and fall back. 2 people walk down on you and your whole family, threaten y'all, whip out on y'all. Let me see what y'all gonna do.
Just come out and show y'all how I was in there with my 1-year-old daughter, my 5-year-old little baby mama, on some family shit. And he walked up on me, tried me, whipped out on my whole family. A lot of you owe me an apology, dog.
They fighting. DaBaby let that shot go. Off rip, the whole Walmart started scattering. Everybody running out the door. Everybody running in different directions. And the saddest part of it all, the man he shot passed away.
R.I.P. me, my heart's still beating, and condolences goes out to the other parties involved.
And in reality, this would kind of help them get on the map. After this, all these articles coming out posting about a rapper who somebody in Walmart. And so that was really when people started to pay more attention to him, and he was up ever since. But time goes on, and the case is going. They trying to decide whether if it was really self-defense or was he in there acting a fool. March 30th, 2019 come around. DaBaby charges get dropped. Turned out they favored DaBaby, and that was that for a minute. People kind of knew DaBaby as the man who somebody in Walmart. Then on top of that, over the years, it's been referenced so many times. Like on Utopia, Travis Scott got on a song where he said, I somebody in Walmart like I'm DaBaby. And for a minute, that was that. That was the end of the situation. Until about some years later, when some more security footage would come out. And this had people looking at the situation completely different. So in the clip, we see DaBaby initiate the fight. He walk up to him and start swinging on him. And that's when one of them showed his gun. DaBaby upped his and let them shots go. So basically, people was looking at him like, you started the fight with them. They didn't start that fight with you, so it could have been prevented if you didn't go swinging on them. He getting all this hate on top of all the hate he was already getting. And he got on IG saying this: the ones praying on me can't mess with the people praying for me. He was feeling like the industry was really against him, really trying to pack him up, like they were trying to cook him. But back to the original story. After this, he was just making music until a few months later, after all the charges got dropped, he got right back into some controversy. So this is a few months after the case got dropped against him. He had a performance at a nightclub one night, and he was headline. He got there, and it was all good. He was getting ready to walk in the club until that got interrupted. Somebody came up to him talking. Another act. Someone else who's performing that night after DaBaby. A rapper that went by the name Don Trag. So he probably was an upcoming artist and seen DaBaby and was like, oh yeah, let me get a pic with him. That's tough. So he go up, ask DaBaby for a picture, and DaBaby, he ain't want to give it to him, and he got every right to deny a pic. If he don't want to take a pic, he don't want to take a pic. Don't matter if he famous or not. But Don ain't like that. DaBaby said no, so he asked again. DaBaby still wasn't messing with it. Now this is where the problems come in. Let's look at this situation from Don's point of view. So you walk in this club, you see this rapper, all of his securities, and you ask for a picture. He says no. You ask again, but instead of you just walking away like a normal person, you really look around. Security guard. You see all these big ass security guards, right? And you decide to start getting hostile with DaBaby and his security. You angry. You grabbing on the security. You trying to get at DaBaby, and you didn't think nothing was gonna happen. Now come on. After he started doing all that, showing all that hostile energy, DaBaby security got right on him. And I'm talking about they did, bro, bad. They was putting the beats on him. They threw him on the wall. They was hitting on him. He was messed up bad. I'm talking about he was in a coma after the whole fight went down. The paramedics even had to bring bro out on the stretcher. But that night, DaBaby still was supposed to perform, but instead of him performing, he left. He left with the $22,000 the club paid him to perform. And the promoters wasn't liking it. They was mad at bro. But someone else who was mad, Don Trag, real name Don Salad. He sparked up a whole lawsuit against DaBaby some months later. In a quote from him, he said, "Baby should be held responsible for allegedly failing to adequately train his bodyguards and letting them loose while knowing of their violent tendencies." Salad in his lawsuit also states that he sustained serious injuries to the head, eyes, neck, spine, everywhere, which resulted in $30,000 in damages, $30,000 in hospital bills. He also anticipates $75,000 more in bills. What's funny though, this wasn't the only lawsuit to come from this little situation. Remember what I said? He pulled up to the show, got in a fight, and left, but the club made the mistake of paying him first. So they was cooked. And basically, their whole lawsuit was based around the fact that DaBaby never even rescheduled the show, even after they tried multiple times. They called him, didn't answer. They called him, he don't want to pick up. He don't want to come do the show. So he ran off with their $22,000. And I'm pretty sure they ain't get that back to this day, but I could be wrong. But I want you to keep this in mind. This was all within his first year being in this rap game. And I ain't even mentioned every single situation he had been into up until this point. From the very start of his career, it was looking rough. Yeah, at the time his music was fresh and nice to the world, but with the way he was moving, he was looking real crazy. But the moment that would single-handedly ruin his career would be the one where he spoke a little too crazy on the gay folk.
You didn't show up today with any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, smell like water. Put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas,
lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this.
Yeah, keep it real.
Some of y'all suspect as a mom. Let's be real.
July 25th, 2021, he got on stage and ruined his career in 3 minutes. And really think about it, this decision he gonna regret for the rest of his life, no trolling. Nobody even know why he said this, nobody know why he did anything he did. But that same night, DaBaby was training everyone. All these rappers defending him, others cooking him.
Social media is full of confusion, and words are often misconstrued. I respect gays, especially the ones who have the courage and the bravery to step out and live in their truth. You know what I mean? I respect that. I think any human being, man, walking this earth who has the bravery and the courage to live their truth unapologetically, I respect that. I got a lot of respect for Lil Nas X and like Frank Ocean, you know what I mean? Who step out there and live their truth. Honest with themselves. The Lil Nas X, the performances and video, man, I got a lot of respect for bro because, like I said, he had the courage to live his truth, but that ain't for me. It just ain't for me. I ain't got no business looking at it. I just can't look at it. It ain't for me, right? But I feel the same way, and I don't want my children seeing it either. I don't want my children seeing it. You know what I mean? Because their minds haven't developed to the place where they can wrap their minds around those type of experience and those types of visual presentations and know how to sort it out within their perception. You dig? But I feel the same way about the WAP video. I actually enjoyed the WAP video a little bit better, but I still feel the same way. It's the same thing. But if you're going to have a WAP video, you're going to damn sure have the Lil Nas X video. And if you're going to have the Lil Nas X video and him living his truth, you're going to damn sure have people like DaBaby who going to speak their truth. And it ain't nothing wrong with none of it. It ain't got to be no hate. It's all honesty.
We got rights to say he wrong just like they got rights to say we wrong. And that's just real, bro. I don't care about that. You can take my page, you can't take my realness. Yeah, you can take my page, you can't take my realness. Yeah, when he exploit himself, saying he gonna get naked, and we got the right to talk about it too. We got the right to say, sit your ass down. Just like y'all got the right to say when somebody say something, it's rights. Yeah, we got our rights too.
But it was a lot more hate than just these few rappers showing support for him. I'm talking about so many people he done worked with in the past taking songs down, like Dua Lipa, for example. He made a hit with her and she was heated. I'm surprised and horrified at DaBaby's comments. I really don't even recognize this as the person I work with. I know my fans, where my heart lies, and that I stand 100% with the LGBTQ community. We need to come together and find the stigma around ignorance and having. But probably the worst thing that hit him was he lost over $30 million because of this little controversy.
Like, so off the rip, like
what were the
a
L's
week or two after, $30 million, $30 million that I would have had before the ball dropped 2021. So this happened rolling out with July. I had $30 million worth of shows on the schedule before December 31st. I was finna buy my private plane. had all that. I had it mapped out. I'm finna get me a jet here, young. This. So yeah, you know. But it is what it is. It go how it go. You know, God ain't want me to have my plane yet. He's like, hold on, man, just chill.
Yeah,
you know
I love that you said
just chill. I got
Yeah.
different plans for you. You know, so we rock how we rock. You know what I'm saying? And we just keep going. It ain't really about nothing. But at the end of the day, like I'm that type of person. Like don't nobody owe me nothing.
But back to the first days of this situation, right? He online getting so much backlash. Every side of the internet coming at him. And it was only one thing he could do, respond.
Dress this weak ass one time, and I'm gonna get back to giving my love to my fans. See what I'm saying? Because what me and my fans do at the live show, it don't concern you on the internet or you bitter on the internet. It's not y'all business. You know what I'm saying? Like what I do at a live show is for the audience at the live show. It'll never translate correctly to somebody looking at a little 5-6 second clip from their goddamn crib on their phone. It just don't work like that. Like, cause regardless of what you talking about, how the internet and twisted up my word, me and all my fans at the show, the gay ones and the straight ones, we turned. I'm talking about my boy that was at the front of stage left over there by where I jumped at. Ask him, he got clips all on it. The whole night was recording. We were turned the whole night. My boy had the crop top on, front row. Yeah, out there in that jungle, in that water. Yeah, he out there. He standing on the rail, got them cutting up. He words. I saw him. I'm rapping them with him. Yeah, the hell y'all talking about? Y'all shut the up. That ain't at the show. The show is for paid the money and took the time out their life to come enjoy the show. Not you mother watching it on the internet at the crib. No, just get your tickets and come. The live show killer, gay or straight. I say if you don't got AIDS, put a cell phone light up. I say if you ain't sucked in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights up so I could drop my next song. I wasn't going on no rant. That's called a call to action. That's what that's called, because I'm a live performer. I'm the best live performer. I'm the live show killer. You interact with your fans. You get what I'm saying? Look, all the lights went up, gay, straight. You want to know why? Because even my gay fans don't got AIDS, stupid ass. They don't got AIDS. My gay fans, they take care of themselves. They ain't going for that. They ain't no nasty gays. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no junkies. You know what I'm saying? On the street. The hell you talking about, nigga? Then I said, if you ain't sucked, rolling loud, parking lot, put your cell phone light up. You know what my gay fans did? Put that light up, nigga. They ain't going for that. They got class. They ain't sucking no parking lot. You gotta get a room, good one, 5-star hotel for them. Or goddamn, yeah, you gotta wait till they go to the crib. They ain't just gonna be out here just doing no anything. Yeah, if they a fan of me, they on some big dog shit. We ain't just going for nothing. You know, even my gay fans got standards. Y'all nigga tripping. Y'all bringing negative attention and energy upon yourselves, and the ones that's doing it is people who didn't even attend the show. So this don't concern y'all at all. Don't be disturbing my fans and goddamn making them feel uncomfortable in they skin, cause you done goddamn seen some shit you wasn't supposed to see anyway. You better thank Rolling Loud for streaming. You ain't supposed to see that anyway. You ain't take the time or the energy or the dollar to bring your ass there to the show, so you ain't supposed to get it. It ain't supposed to translate through a little 6-second clip on the cell phone. You see what I'm saying? That wasn't for y'all. Don't concern y'all. Concern the was there, gay or straight, or goddamn both, or whatever. All that shit, man, don't none of that matter to me. What matter to me when I'm on that stage is putting on the show for any and everybody that's out there, and that's what I did. But ask my boy who was in the crop top on the front row how I cut up with him.
He was just digging a deeper grave for him. He was being caught, and this just made the internet matter. They was heated. So the next day he got online basically trying to backtrack. Anyone who ever been affected by AIDS, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, and I had no intentions of offending anybody. So my apologies. And at this point, DaBaby was losing deals on deals on deals. Boohoo Man cut ties with him. Tons of festivals dropping. He getting took off the radio. His pockets was hurting, no question about it. But time goes on, and the fact that Baby was blackballed was really starting to show. His album sales basically proved it. His first solo tape that he dropped before the whole situation sold 17,000. When the last actual album he dropped before this sold 124,000. But months go on. And really, anytime you ever see DaBaby, it's always so negative. Everybody was showing how much they disliked him. Until for the first time in years, he brought some traction back to his name. Summer 2023, he dropped the song The World Cared About Again, Shake Some, and this song really blew up on TikTok and had people looking at him once again. Think about it, it's his first big song in years, and it got people excited for new music. It got people excited for him again. And really, ever since then, he ain't been in no controversy. He ain't hit no fans, he ain't said nothing crazy, he ain't scammed nobody, he just been cooling. Is it time for DaBaby comeback? What do y'all think?